Okay, so the lights are on. Right. Let's get to it. I don't even know how this message is going to go before even starting it, but that's quite literally the point. And that's part of this message, actually. It is that my head feels like it's throbbing, trying to understand something that I already understand. And I'm seeing that with the logical linear mind trying to make sense of something that the heart already knows, because I'm seeing it as neural networks of experience, and this whole construct is holographic in nature, and the things that simulate into your experience, okay, and I'm seeing assemble into your experience as something that is being in something that is already encoded for you to experience, okay? It's something that the heart already knows is encoded in your experience. Now, what got me is that this card I keep seeing in my mind's eye. I'll go ahead and read it for you in the Shaman's Dream Oracle message. Thank you for being here, by the way, because this is honestly about to be a crazy reading, and I'm going to show you all the downloads that I got before this, but let me just catch you up to speed. So gathering around and the power of community talks about this underground network, okay, a bunch of celestial light helpers that are assisting you. Anyway, this brought me back to a download that I had in February this year, and it was all about the Amazon rainforest. So I wrote, if there wasn't a mycelium network across the Amazon, then when the leaves withered, they would just pile up and the whole place would cease to exist. There would be no open road or landscape. But because there is this recycling network that is intricately hidden and designed in the system, there is this interconnected communication that happens in the invisible and tangible realms, and that's pretty much what this whole message is about. So I'm going to go ahead and read this message for I literally open it right up on the page. Okay, so the power of community, being safe and secure and allowing for help. This is something that you're definitely being called to, because the second download that came up with it is that your higher self is guiding you through synchronicities in your life right now, and everything is your guide. At this point, it's going to be the plants, the trees, through this mycelium network. There is this deep connection that you have to the earth, which then has a connection to DNA, which is the memory of what is encoded into your experience that you have already experienced, but you're walking yourself back in a linear fashion to witness the becoming of what has already come to be. And part of this message was also it unfolding before you like a memory, and any kind of desire you have right now or gut feeling is a memory or message from your future self. That's what's coming through right now. Opening yourself up to this communication that's available through you or through nature. And the moment that you come back into the present moment, you interrupt the matrix and essentially tune into the glitch, which I'm seeing being a invisible layer of this reality, where this eternal wisdom resides within these subtle realms, and it's something in which you're communicating to you. So I'm seeing it's an unseen network of experiences that you remember having, but you're now receiving synchronicities of, oh, it's incoming into your I'm hearing streamlining into your experience. Now, this talks about there are times in life where you need positive reinforcement from others. Perhaps your journey has made you tired just before reaching the proverbial finish line, where your friends await to cheer your arrival. Know that you're not alone, regardless of whether you think you are. People gather all around to help you with your next steps and bring it forth from the cosmos into the beauty of life. There has never been another you before, and you have a unique relationship with your friends, family, communities, and all those who gather to help you in the unseen realms. Now's a time to allow assistance from others. Ask for it and trust that you will receive it. You're safe and secure right now in this moment and truly supported in your beautiful, amazing, complicated life. And it essentially talks about you'll find the help that you need to achieve what it is that you desire, and you don't have to do this alone. Count on it. Now, it also reminds me of the mycelium network, which there's actually a card in this deck, so I'm going to find it and read it as well. It talks about the invisible matrix. Let me find it real quick. This one is the galactic mushroom, 2-4. All right, 2-4. And this message was 2-6. So there could be something around 2 could be significant. I'm seeing that, like you're 2 steps away. This could be 2, some of you, this is days. This could be weeks. It could be months or years of coming full circle from this moment you find yourself in now. But I'm hearing 2 is significant. So the divine matrix, the intricate complexity of life. You might have been thinking and acting like you were the only one in the dream creating in your life. The galactic mushroom arrives as a playful yet potent reminder that you need to get with your higher power. The universal laws are not for your benefit only. The law of attraction does not exist just to serve up your desired outcome. The matrix of consciousness, called source, God, spirit, and many other names, is intricately woven into life. So this is something that's seamlessly sewn into the fabric of this existence, and it's going to reveal itself to you in ways that you just can't plan. It's like the human plans and the universe laughs. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing infusion, like things being infused into your experience. So there is so much complexity that the human mind cannot comprehend all the moving parts. And that's how I open up this message, feeling like it's like you try to put together the neural networks, the brain, and it's like this isn't going to happen through more efforting or doing. It's going to happen through being seated in this remembrance of being, because that's going to be the very thing that sends out the transmission as you do things, remembering who you are and you're present in the things in which you're doing. It's impossible to see beyond what you already know, just as the head of a mushroom is clearly visible above the soil, but not the living biome below. The thread-like mycelium of fungi form vast, intricate networks underground, connecting different life forms with one another in a kind of internet of the plant kingdom. Imagine the divine matrix serving the same way, connecting to the individual consciousness with that of the divine. The galactic mushroom reminds you that your dreams and desires are heard. This is a call for faith and trust. Whatever intention you hold consistently with hope and faith fast manifests in the unseen realms. Whether or not you can see it working on your behalf, eventually you'll see the evidence play out in serendipitous ways that seemingly work out in your benefit, basically out of the law of cause and effect. So there is a neural network of the heart is what I see. It almost feels like there's telepathy between hearts and experience, and the telepathic communication could be, I'm seeing with quantum entanglement, and in my Cosmos message deck, that is also referred to you, like your future self, essentially. Okay, and like telepathic communication of what has already come to be that you're now seeing the early stages play out in your life of. Anyway, it feels like you're myceliating, right? It's a moment where there's something branching out or connecting into your experience, and it's something that is forming, and it's how this entire reality essentially works, where it's creating a new synapse, right? It's creating new runways of experience available for you that will then become like a habitual way of being. It will just become your new normal that's being seeded into your experience right now. That's what it is. It's like something is being seeded into your experience and it's about to become your new normal. So yeah, your most beautiful results are being birthed right now, not just for you, but for the highest good of all. All right. So the way that this is going to unfold is super auspicious. I also had some more downloads about this, so I'll go ahead and read it to you. I wrote that what you experience out there is a rendered reflection of your internal neural architecture. It's a holographic projection. So as your inner network reorganizes, your external world reorganizes. And it's not something that's just symbolic, it's happening structurally as connections are beginning to shift. You'll notice during this time, and I'm hearing these are the early signs or synchronicities, that some people are going to fall away while others are actually going to come closer into your experience. Opportunities will either collapse or they'll begin to appear, and it's because the pattern that they're responding to has changed. This is why it doesn't always look like growth on the outside, right? This is something that's taking root underneath the surface in the ethereal, more subtle realms before it projects, right? The myceliation projects into it like a physical, tangible experience for you, and you're strengthening this network within right now. It could be you strengthening this connection or this knowing within yourself and kind of being seated in this internal deep truth before reality begins to actually reflect that. So just like a mycelium underground, you're building these pathways that are now carrying this signal, and it's stabilizing this new resonance. And once that network becomes super coherent, it projects outwardly as part of your environment. So whether this shows up online or within your physical life, it's going to follow the same principle. You're moving from quantity into a certain level of precision. And this isn't necessarily more people, but it's the right kind of people, you know, something that's in alignment with your soul's kind of highest expression. It could feel like opportunities that are more aligned that will be surfacing into your experience. And it's because your system is wired for this resonance. What looks like less is actually a filtration system that's happening, because any distortion is leaving the network and only what matches your internal structure can remain. And so the ecosystem filled with people, experiences, opportunities is becoming clearer, stronger, more coherent, and supportive and conducive to whom it is you're becoming. And that's going to be, I'm hearing all the fundamental, you know, parts that are going to play a role into what it is that I'm hearing being lined up into. I'm seeing everybody being lined up into position. So whatever this is, it feels like a massive co-creation that's coming into your field, and it's simply by design, not just by chance, because from the law of one perspective, there really is no separation between you and everything else in your field. In the external world of what it is that you experience, it's simply the field reorganizing around your internal coherence. You're not attracting randomly, you're literally linking like neurons in a larger mind, like mycelium beneath a forest floor, connecting only where resonance exists. So the people in your life, the opportunities, events, they're not just going to be appearing, but they're literally extensions of the network that you've stabilized within yourself. What I see happening for you right now is that you're becoming a more coherent node within the hologram, and that is going to lead to reality reorganizing itself around that coherence of whom you remember yourself to be and this experience having had already happened. And that's going to lead to just more aligned experiences coming into your field. And there's a lot of green energy, so again, it's definitely giving me heart chakra energy, where there is this neural network of the heart that you understand before you fully understand, and it's like the linear mind is going to be catch up with what it is that you're already picking up from within the quantum field. So let's go ahead and pull a shaman's dream message for you. We have 2 cards that came through. Okay, so crown games, right use of power. I see this as you actually creating from the crown. And then Sky Dance's surrender is, it heralds the arrival of invitations and synchronistic experiences that are going to be coming into your reality. And that's exactly what we spoke about earlier, where it's like you're going to be able to discern what these synchronicities are. It kind of reminds you of the Wheel of Fortune, which is about the arrival of where your preparation is now meeting an opportunity, and that's good luck or good timing, right? So yeah, there's something huge that you're going to be creating. It could be an invitation where you're beckoned to learn more of what these external networks that will be revealing themselves will hold for you. I'm seeing them be a portal of new experiences, literally opening up a whole new ecosystem. Some of you, this could be like an audience, it could be organizations, it may be networks, friendships, soul tribes, family, it could be contracts, whatever it is, it's just something coming in or rendering into your experience. It may be opportunities, whatever it is, it feels incredibly aligned. Let's go ahead and get one Cosmos, Gateway of the I said Cosmos message. Let's get a Cosmos message. What's the network being built from? Okay, so we have photon and protoplanetary disk. Are you kidding me? Protoplanetary disk talks about a place where planets have formed themselves, and it talks about the conditions are exactly right for the sowing of fertile seeds, and talks about this being a very fertile environment for you, like you're in a place of fertility. Photon is about, you know, it's light. Essentially, it's a light wave that carries forth information. So I'm seeing this in the form of like downloads, something that's changing the way that you see yourself. I'm hearing in the trajectory of your life before it unfolds in the physical. So photon, let me go ahead and read this fast. It's a very positive electrical charge. It's one of the most auspicious energies in this deck. So time to shine, right? It's your time to shine. Whatever this is, I don't know, it may be something you're going to be recognized for. It may be something in which you're sending out, something that's going to be received, whatever it is. Luminous or electromagnetic energy that's produced, transmitted, and absorbed. The time has come to celebrate this highly positive process, which is responsible for navigating obstacles in a natural way. It's the ideal state of any process or manifestation. Ideal refers to the idea that one has when they put their energy into something. The greatest desire is the idea happens. It can be transmitted and then is absorbed by another person in question. In this case, the steps manifest themselves perfectly, added to a speed of propagation that exceeds the desire of the one who created it. So this is going to exceed your expectations, and it could be the way that you're seeing this regenerative process happening in your life right now, where energy is not created nor destroyed, it's only transformed. So there's something that's transforming where it could feel like there's something falling away, but it's a natural filtration system, almost like the cycle of photosynthesis. And it feels like I've done a reading on that before with photosynthesis. So let me go ahead and take a look at my notes and see if I can redirect you that way. I believe synthesis, I linked it to a character. Oh, something being revived. So photosynthesis, okay, that's another energy. It's the energy of the earth. So I spoke about this in the Queen of Wands, where it's a mystical act where you can transform light into vitality, energy, and radiance, and then you breathe that frequency back into your realm. So it's like something that you're metabolizing. Okay, I spoke about photosynthesis of the soul, and I linked it to you're the one that no one saw coming, a mystic rebel. So there's something very mystic, okay, with this. And I also spoke about it as an antenna. I'll go ahead and read it. Photosynthesis shows you that alignment with light is not passive, it's alchemy. By turning towards your internal sun, which is your internal light, right? I'm hearing what it is that you're being informed on internally. And reality is just reinforcing that to you. You're continuously taking in cosmic signals, fusing them with your own experiences, and transmuting them into nourishment for both yourself and the collective. You metabolize photons into power, wisdom, and radiance. And in turn, you release oxygen, which is your frequency, your essence, and the energy others unconsciously breathe. What you face, you feed on. What you transmit, you become. And what you release, you gift to the world. Now, the collection of photons actually ends up creating a wormhole, which is a shortcut into a situation, because you're literally becoming the version of self that already knows this to be true, but then walking yourself back in time and witnessing the inevitable becoming of what has already come to be. And when you're seated in that level of assurance right now, like of your future before it arrives in the physical, you've already arrived there, and that's part of the quantum leap. So it feels like this is a quantum leap into literally a new ecosystem where you're going to find yourself in these new apparent timelines that become available for you. Because they find you, because you're a quantum match to it. Photons move in exact directions, but they are only found in places where there are electrical and magnetic forces generated by charges. So it's the Greek word for light. Super interesting. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else about photosynthesis. I spoke about peripheral, like sunflowers turning towards the sun, and you're turning towards something that's... It's like that you're turning towards this internal knowing. Like you're not seeking to be understood by this. It's like you're dancing to the rhythm of your own music, right? Okay, so everything is on its path. Just enjoy the journey. This literally speaks about the sun. So it says, if lack of clarity caused by the nebula brings anxiety or confusion, remember to pay attention to the sky. Sometimes it decides to get the clouds to float across in order to plot certain things together with the sun. On those days, we may only be able to see the clouds at glance, but we know that the sun can also be found in the meeting. Not only is there nothing that you need to worry about, but also nothing that you need to do. So this is so funny because it's saying that something may have been like obstructing the way that you see these photons, but whether a cloud is there in front of the sun or not doesn't affect like the UV rays. It doesn't affect the photons from being able to actually be absorbed by the soul, by being able to remember this. Just because it feels like or looks like nothing is happening right now, there's literally things happening behind the scenes in the subtle realms. That's literally what this message is. It says there's nebulous material which makes it difficult to achieve clarity in the here and now, but something large, concrete, and solid with endless possibilities is brewing. You're standing in a giant incubator. So it's where you find yourself in a something is happening. It's like an atmosphere shift that happens moments before the storm approaches, but you can tell that something is approaching, something is coming in, and the logical linear mind is like, well, I don't see anything, but the heart is like, oh, trust me, like we understand that something's about to happen. So I'm seeing that you're on the edge of a timeline where you're like you're at the edge of your local universe, and there are literally new timelines of experience available for you. There's a specific word where it's like you're on the precipice right now. You're literally on the precipice. This is exactly where planetary systems and physical processes occur and take shape and create something physical, and it all happens around a star. So whatever this is, it's super auspicious. Like, I'm just the messenger with this. I could not end the day without this happening. This is literally just reset right now. So again, something is resetting into your experience. This could just be like the remembrance that's needed. It's more for this to be like, okay, let's come into coherence now. But tune back into the heart space is what I would say. This will play catch up with what this already knows. Okay, so I'm gonna love and leave you right there. Personal reading details are also down below. Let me know what you feel like is coming in for you, what it is that you remember happening, and you're just walking yourself back in time so you can be surprised in the way that it unfolds. But yeah, I'll speak to you very soon. Also check out Ultra Spray if you're looking for some high quality AAA grade gemstones. One of the proceeds are donated towards Ultra Sanctuaries. So you have 2 discount codes for that inscription box. And I'll speak to you very soon. Until next time. Bye.